Let's go, Knights of the Brazen Throne! And this ugly mug, ew. I feel like I'm looking at something. I feel like I did something wrong just looking at that thing. Poor great unclean one. Bunch of marauders, spawn of Khorne. 4 marauder horsemen coming in to intercept. You saw the Knights of the Brazen Throne, and we got a herald. We're gonna start trying to pick off these boys. That's a strat versus these 4 chaos warriors, some exalted plagues, shrine, an exalted great unclean one. Look over what he brought: blight swarm, stream, lower my melee attack with miasma, and of course, I didn't know great unclean one was actually a mortis engine too. When this could have just been Festus, he went for the tougher route with the stream and all this. And man, those shots from the Nurgles, exalted Nurgles, or the exalted plague bearers, hurt. They hurt. Ugh. Took a good chunk out of my marauder horsemen, but better them than something else. Just trying to pick these boys off. These 2 chaos warriors, and that is what they're gonna do. Go! Yeah! Oh, beautiful charge right into those warriors of Nurgle. Already doing a good chunk. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we gave him the plus 40 melee attack, 102 melee attack, 100 on the charge, even with poison 61. Jeez, yeah, they're dead. Get another charge in against these chaos warriors. Love it. Beautiful start. Me versus Harris. Sorry didn't introduce Harris, but man. And of course he responds with Chaos Knights just to slow my boys down, as he should, because man, we just tore this left side, the new one. Those Chaos Warriors of Nurgle. We're gonna learn them today. And yeah, those Knights of the Brazen Throne, those cycle charges, just beautiful. And that was the plan the whole time. Get the side objective with them, and hit whatever he brings in hard, and just own with them. The Marauder Horsemen can bounce back between both objectives, and provide whatever support. Even if there are Chaos Warriors coming in, I can always throw axes in their back once they're engaged in the fight. And yeah, here come the Nurgles. We have a hero? No, there's no hero here. Sorry, I thought that lone unit was a hero. Jeez. I need to get my horsemen out of there before they get nuked by all these units and the grenades. And the grenades did pretty good. Could have avoided that. But I'd rather them get hit than these charging Brazen Throne Knights. Beautiful charge. Ugh. Just seeing the Juggernauts hit those Chaos Warriors and Nurgle like bowling balls always makes my day. And we're up in value. That's all we need to be right now. Totally tore them a new one. Oh, the Knights of the Brazen Throne are so good. 800 already on the value train. There's the hero. Cultists going into these exalted plague bearers, trying to build up whatever we can against them, so we can get the teleportation. Here's my big mistake right now. The spawned marauders should not be moving. They're the only things keeping back most of these units, if not the great unclean one, because I can jump on them. I can summon in some dogs in behind. Here comes another charge, and the mistake again, besides giving them healing, was slowing down my units and lowering their melee attack and melee defense. Wow. Plus getting caught in the mortis from the great unclean one. Again, I did not know the great unclean one had a mortis. I never see it. I never bring it. My 3 big ones are actually for Nurgle is Kugath, Festus, and the exalted sorcerer lord of Nurgle. And yeah, did not want those I keep wanting to call them festering stooges, but the exalted plague bearers coming in, shooting their damn shots at my Brazen Throne. Even though they didn't use a lot of ammo, it still hurt like a motherfucker. Still hurt. Gotta watch what I say. Oh, it just hurts. Brazen Throne trying to slow these Chaos Knights and Nurgle, trying to get that charge in. It's not gonna be a lot, but 105 is still pretty good. Chaos Warriors with halberds, trying to avoid taking fights where I don't need to, especially on these boys. Yeah, Chaos Warriors with halberds just suck, man. And I can't get around the damn exalted plague bearers with them. They're so damn large to get to the unclean one. And here comes some more Chaos Warriors. Nurgle to provide that support that he needs. 2 Plague Toads and these Marauder Horsemen of Nurgle coming in now. I should have had Flesh Hounds coming in, but yeah, with the 2 Plague Toads, it becomes quite an issue. Yeah, those Knights of the Brazen Throne getting free shots in from those Nurgles. And these Chaos Warriors of Nurgle just won't die. All that healing. And with how close it is in value, it really shows how far Khorne falls when you don't have things that can provide any army support whatsoever. The only thing I have to support my army is my Lord, who only adds a 40 melee attack. That's about it. And to be fair, I was experimenting with this build. I knew what was coming. I played Nurgle enough. And I tried to stay away from spamming Minotaurs to basically deal with everything, because if I would have done that, this game would have been over already. I could have just went in, charged with Minotaurs, held Harrison back in his objective, and that would have been game. And that wouldn't have been fun. For no one. Because I would have, yeah, it would have been bad. And this is the fun of testing things out. Try to learn the strengths and weaknesses of everything. You got Halberds on these Plague Toads. The Plague Toads are just, they're not a problem for the Halberds. The problem right now is that healing from that War Shrine. These Minotaurs can't get through all that meat fast enough to go and deal with that shrine. And I've been disappointed with Toads for quite some time, and I'm surprised. Anytime they're used against me, they do great. Anytime I use them, they're always just a pain in my ass. And they're not, like, killing anything, really. They're just taking up space. That's the problem. And I guess that's really how you gotta use them. Just these big clumps of mass that take space. They're really good at doing that. But our saviors, the Bloodletters, my MVPs, and probably the best unit in the Khorne roster, in my opinion. Although Knights of the Brazen Throne got it. My book. Yeah, we took a lot of unnecessary hits trying to deal with all this. My Chaos Warriors of Khorne just trying to... Chaos Warriors of Khorne. Chaos Warriors of Khorne with halberds just wandering off when they really don't need to. Just holding on to the objectives. Yeah, they just need to babysit that objective. As the Mortis engine is coming in to deal with all this nonsense, as they should. Got Flesh Hounds trying to deal with these Barons of the Bog now. Ugh. Good stream. Even with the spell resistance, the Marauders just can't keep up with that amount of damage from the Mortis and the spells. Not to mention the Children of Nurgle healing. Man, that's so brutal. I'm surprised the hero's still alive. The Cultist finally summoned the Bloodletters, and that's going to slow down those Chaos Warriors quite nicely. I don't think it's going to show up as value, though, because those are summoned units. So it might actually be closer than it looks, folks. I'm still down 1,000, but it's probably more like 500 to 600, somewhere between there. Well, actually, I take that back, because now I'm thinking about the healing involved from the Chaos War Shrine and the Children of Nurgle proc. Yeah, it's brutal. We really need something. Some Slaughter Priest, something to just boost our army. Something to negate healing would be nice. Shit, what they could do is make our Chaos War Shrine actually prevent healing in that vicinity. That would actually be really nice. The Bloodroot Behemoth honestly would be the best bet right now. Being able to take care of all of this. Or I could just spam 2 Minotaurs. Because they basically cost the same as the Behemoth. And we're doing everything. We're trying to proc any leadership debuff, whether it's from charging or whatnot. The ROR dogs are here to take away those Barons' magic attack. Yeah, my Flesh Hound should be able to win that, but they're trying to go into the wrong unit, which is the Exalted Great Unclean one. Another solid stream. Demon Spew coming in, and I'm late to the show because I send in Bloodletters. And Harrison is getting probably 2,000, roughly maybe 1,500 in terms of healing. In terms of value as well, ahead of me. It's just like, what can we do? Like, we're Khorne, we're supposed to sit here and clump up. We don't kill anything fast enough, besides the Knights, Brazen Throne. So yeah, it can be really tough. It's really tough for us Khorne boys out here. Struggling. Honestly, what would be nice is a mortis engine of our own to deal with other melee factions a little bit easier. Slaughter priests, which would basically become our standard lords if they do ever become a lord. And they'd have to be relatively cheap, at least 900 to be useful. And we were talking about that too after this game, probably game before. Because the slaughter priests would probably act like dwarf spellcasting, where you have a time limit. But the way to proc the time, or the ticks, would probably be just getting kills. Yeah, similar to how the army ability works. And honestly, the army ability of freaking Khorne could use a little reduction in terms of how many kills you need. Because it would be nice to get some Swords of Khorne more often than we do, if you're lucky to get it once a game, if you're lucky. And being able to proc it probably twice a game would be nice, compared to how many times an opponent can cast, like what? How many cheap spells? Like Stream of Corruption, Harrison probably casted, what? 3-4 times now? Not including the other spell, I forget what the other one's called. The miasma? Something miasma. Swarm of miasma? I'm not sure. So we're talking about at least 7 to 8 castings of a spell, whether it's overcast or not. And yeah, Sword of Khorne nowhere in sight, and we can't get to it because we can't deal with healing. So yeah, something to prevent healing, and a Slaughter Priest that could basically give us Dwarven casting. And what kind of spells will we get? Well, I'm thinking ward saves, increase to melee attack, increase to damage. Just basically Khorne spells. Maybe some damage buffs. Maybe even some debuffs, some fear increased. Or maybe some minus to leadership. Speed would be nice. Mass. Such as that. Trying to think of anything else. I don't want to add melee defense. We're just here to kill. So, things of that nature. That's what we need. Maybe give a unit armor piercing. Maybe some increase to spell defense. Magic defense. Yeah, we're going to speed things up. It's just a slaughter here. I'm going to slowly lose all my units to healing, and I just can't do anything about that. As close as we are in terms of units, most of my units on the board already are too low, and he just keeps healing up his with every spell casting. Plus the... Although I did get rid of the shrine, he could just pummel me with that Great and Clean one. Because it is just a nasty mortis. And we have... I mean, I could deal with it, but I just have to get through the billions and billions of units in another stream. Yeah, it's rough for Khorne out here. It's real rough. GG's, Harrison, GG's. You beat me with a better army. No, you did well. There were clear mistakes I made. I could have done better with. Because the easy thing would have been just circle around the Great Unclean One with all these bloody axes and call it a day. And just have the Brazen Throne tear apart those Chaos Warriors like I did. And the Knights would be tearing apart my Marauder Horsemen, if they could. I'd probably split them into 2 groups and have them chase them off, and... yeah, that would be a fun time watching that. Just circle the Great Unclean One with Marauder Horsemen. I'm sure everyone would have loved that. No, not really. But honestly, I probably could have dropped one of the Halberds and the Hero for another Minotaur. And some dogs. I'm talking Chaos Dogs, not Fleshhounds. Yeah. Exalted Unclean One got 4-4-4-4, and everything else just did wonderful. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry, Khorne boys, I let you down. But if you're a fan of Nurgle, I hope you enjoyed it. GG's, Harrison. If you did enjoy it, please like, sub. We're trying to hit 500 subs. Get this boy monetized. Get some things going that we can. And if you do subscribe, you'll get to come on stream. Maybe get some games in. Maybe get your game on here. Alright, with all that said, y'all have a good one. Peace and goodbye for now.